Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today, we're going to be talking about Kagurabachi Chapter 81. Like and subscribe for more content. This chapter has 19 pages. Kagurabachi Chapter 81 is titled, Main Force Editor's Note. The Kamunabi employees are being tormented by a mysterious force, akin to the sorcery of pine trees. The chapter commences with the arrival of the blonde, bearded Kamunabi leader, Izaru, at the barrier chamber. The barrier keepers inform him that they are currently investigating the unexplained explosions of Kamunabi employees' bodies. The barrier keepers also provide reassurance that the ShryphonX, the Kamunabi's core force, remains safe for now. Izaru expresses his concern about the Hishaku, a group within the Kamunabi, plotting to undermine the organization from within. He fears that there may be more sinister forces at play. Izaru outlines the four primary priorities of the Kamunabi at the moment: safeguarding the core barrier structure that protects headquarters, the ShryphonX, the Sword Saint, and another crucial aspect. Our attention shifts to Hakuri, who repeatedly asserts his involvement in the main force. As he descends some stairs, Hakuri calls out to a Kamunabi member, who identifies himself as Kashima. Kashima is a direct subordinate of Kudo, the Kamunabi leader who sacrificed himself to save Hakuri, and a captain rank member. Kashima offers to escort Hakuri and inquires about the whereabouts of Kudo. However, given the events of the previous chapter, Hakuri remains skeptical. Suddenly, an announcement is made that pine sorcery has manifested within the bodies of 4 Kamunabi employees, and the Hishaku, the perpetrators, are currently within their premises. Hakuri shares his gratitude with Kashima for Kudo's protection. We then delve into the details of how the pine sorcery was embedded within the 4 traitors. Seeds were implanted within their bodies beforehand, and the activation requires the death of those who held the seeds. This type of sorcery is something the hosts are always aware of and could have resisted. However, perhaps a weakness was exploited, which happens to be the Hishaku taking their families hostage. The announcement also reveals that they have confirmed that there are as many as 50 seeds within Kamunabi headquarters. Kashima states that there are 500 personnel in the Kamunabi headquarters, meaning that 1 in 10 employees possess the seeds and are aware of it. The announcer instructs the Kamunabi to search for the identified locations of the seeds, while employees maintain a safe distance from each other, except for Hakuri Sazanami. Kashima orders everyone to keep their distance, as any suspicious movement will be dealt with personally by him. Suddenly, Kudo appears behind Hakuri, but Kashima enforces the rule that there are no exceptions to the distance orders, even for a leader like Kudo. Kudo insists on accompanying Hakuri as he needs protection while reaching the ShryphonX. Kashima's caution is justified at this point, as we cannot determine who is or is not a traitor. Hakuri pleads with Kudo, but Kashima insists on there being no exceptions and urges Hakuri to hurry and retrieve the ShryphonX. Kudo insists on going, regardless of Kashima's wishes, but Kashima tells him to stop immediately. Suddenly, a girl appears holding 2 daggers, which she places on the floor. Kashima instructs everyone to get down, but it is too late as 2 heads fly off. Fortunately, Kashima blocks the blow. Pine tree sorcery emerges from the decapitated bodies. Hakuri activates Isu to destroy the branches. Hakuri opens his eyes and is shocked to see Kudo holding Kashima hostage. With the dagger-wielding girl beside him, Kudo transforms into a blonde-haired sorcerer, revealing that his innate sorcery is shape-shifting. He confirms that Kudo did die protecting Hakuri, mentally noting that this was a meaningless act. The copy guy informs the girl that their quota has been reached and the southwest has been secured. He instructs the girl not to kill Hakuri. They will likely use him to obtain the ShryphonX. Water ripples as the barrier keepers sense the number of dead Kamunabi being used. Izara notices two types of damage to the barrier's integrity. The first type are those with pine sorcery seeds inside them, and Izara hypothesizes that their families have been taken hostage, but only those within the Kamunabi would know. The second type are people leaking information to the Hishaku, allowing them to kidnap Kamunabi family members. Suddenly, it is confirmed that every part of Kamunabi headquarters has now been infiltrated. Annoyed by the worrying barrier keepers, Izuru tells them to keep quiet and identify those acting on their own. Kashima has been killed by the copy sorcerer, and Hakuri runs off. However, Hakuri has finally reached his limit. Suddenly, in front of Hakuri is Uruha. But Uruha died in Chapter 58, Reunion to Samura's Blade. This is strange. Nonetheless, Hakuri accepts Uruha's aid as the latter takes on the copy guy with white II purity style. Editor's note: the Uruha thought to be dead, just what in the hell? Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.